size of the crowd here tonight.
Of course, it is a UK game night. UK playing at 9 o'clock tonight at Tennessee. And Doug wearing his UK colors here tonight. Also big news, how about Brian Braum deciding to go to Louisville? And there's a steal. Brandon Maggard with the steal, now gives it up to Dillon. Dillon for three. Got it. 12-5. It's an 8-0 run. And now we're going to have a foul called. Is that Norman?
Yes.
That's going to be number 2 on Ray Norman. He'll have to go to the bench. And that is a big blow to Somerset, as Andy McGargle will have to come into the ballgame for Ray Norman.
And Sean Thacker in the ear of Greg Price down here.
The officials for tonight's game.
3 good ones. Greg Price, Mark Bryant,
Bob Rankin. Allen up off the side of the backboard, no good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Dillon, around to Robinson. And another 3. North Laurel on fire. It's a 10-point lead for North Laurel. Not even halfway through the first quarter of play at 15-5. And Doug, as hot as this team was against Pulaski County here last week, they've gone that cold the last two or three ball games. Another rebound. Dillon. Pass to Allen. Blocked by Thompson. And a jump ball is called. It'll stay with North Laurel. 4:05 to go in the first quarter. 15-5. North with the lead.
Yeah, and if you're Sean Thacker, they're one bucket away from having to take a timeout, I would think.
And we have a foul on Thompson. That'll send Mike White to the free throw line. Hey, kids, you can win a Nick Kick camper party at Finley's Fun Center. Just come in and register at Cellular One at Grand Central Place, Dairy Queen on North Main Street in Somerset, or Finley's Fun Center. You can come and see your favorite Nick characters, Tommy, Angelica, and Chucky from the Rugrats, plus Arnold from Hey Arnold, as well as SpongeBob SquarePants. Parents, be sure to bring your kids by Saturday, January 31st at Finley's Fun Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for all the fun, game, and prizes. So you can sign up now at Finley's Fun Center. Jamison up with it, no good. And we have a travel as Dillon went over top of Robinson. Both were there for the rebound. And a timeout is called by Somerset, a full timeout. So just Nick Kick camper party brought to you by Finley's Fun Center, Charter Media, also Cellular One at Grand Central Place, and Dairy Queen on North Main Street. That'll be something to bring the kids to.
Exactly. Big
day before the Super Bowl,
yes.
from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Big night of fun for the kids, a big day of fun.
Even if you don't win the camper party, you can still come by Finley's Fun Center. Going to be there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with all your favorite characters.
And Brian, we're only 4 minutes into this ball game, and Daniel Dillon, 3 out of 3 from the floor, 1 3-pointer, 8 points. And after Somerset grabbed the quick 3-0 lead by Nathan Bray, it's been a 17-2 run by North in a span of about 4 minutes.
The only losses on the season for North Laurel, and we're not going to count that McCreary Central loss as a loss yet. They've lost to Bryan Station back on the 13th of January. Got beat by 9, 71-62. And they've also lost to South Laurel. That was a home game they lost by 2, and a district game.
That was the district game, we've been told.
We have one more game still to play at South Laurel. It does North Laurel later on this year, so that will just be for bragging rights. Jamison for 3, got it. Breaks the dry spell for Somerset, 17-8.
That's a much-needed basket by the Briar Jumpers, Brian. They've got to stay close here in the first half. Good reach in by Bray.
Jamison, it's kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Blue as it went off Neil Tucker's foot. Jamison showing those quick hands. On the floor for Somerset is Nathan Bray, Neil Tucker, Josh Thompson, Ryan Jamison, and Andy McGargle.
There's a couple good athletes out top. Jamison on Dillon.
Maggard with it now over to Robinson. White in the game along with Allen. And there's Daniel Dillon, the signee of Arizona. There's a 3 up, no good. Maggard showing his quickness, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with North.
And that's a sore subject right now with Sean Thacker. He did not feel like his club competed, Brian, the way it should have the other night on the backboard against Southwestern.
Maggard came right down the baseline and picked that one off. 17-8 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. North with the lead. Robinson, a deep three, rims out. Thompson is going to be fouled by Mike White.
North Laurel already jacked up 5 threes in the first 2:56 of the first period, hitting 2 of those, one by Dillon and one by Robinson.
Now they come with full court pressure. Bray beats it, and now it's picked off. .235 to go, first quarter of play.
And Brian, listen to how quiet this building is.
You'd think you were watching a pickup game at the Armory.
We couldn't hear each other when they played Pulaski a week and a half ago.
Coach Woods wants a 30-second timeout. The Sports Den on South Highway 27 has a huge selection of hooded and V-neck sweatshirts, including UK and U of L apparel. They also have leather jackets in, and the TPX Big Barrel Air Response baseball bats. Easton, Wilson, and Mizuno baseball and softball gloves are available, and a large selection of Converse shoes. That's the Sports Den on South Highway 27 in Somerset.
There's a lot of empty seats, and if you get a chance when Lance Vaught shows the crowd over across the way, nothing near the top of the crowd. I thought, look at all the empty seats there on the stage, Brian, and listen how quiet this place is. And you're right, this is like an intramural pickup game.
And to be honest with you, Doug, I'm disappointed to hear all the talk that I've heard from some Somerset fans, and yeah, I'm going to let them have it right here. The talk that we've had for the last 2 months about what's going to happen to this team when they come in here, when North comes in here, about how the fans are going to be rowdy and they're going to be bringing all the stuff, this crowd is very disappointing. Norman, however, on a steal, gets it back out to Bray. Jamison, a quick three. No good. Gets his own rebound. Drives in. Lays it up. No good. And a charge. Looked like Maggard man moved underneath him, but they're going to get Jamison on the charge.
Do not like that call. And we've got 3 outstanding officials. I wouldn't wear a striped shirt for no amount of money, but again, you're exactly right. Maggard moved in under Jamison on that play. Should have been a block and 2 free throws.
Minute 43 to go in the first quarter. 17-8. North with the lead.
But there has been a lot of talk about really getting after North tonight, being rowdy. And this place is very quiet right now.
No good. Norman with the rebound. No foul called as Maggard laid on him. Norman lays it up high off the glass. No good. Dillon with the rebound. Allen goes to the bucket. Tucker gets his money's worth as he's going to send him to the free throw line to shoot 2. Save-A-Lot Food Stores with 2 convenient locations in Somerset, serving you with quality groceries, meats, and more, all at big savings every day. They know your time is important, so they keep extra cashiers on hand to serve you better. Join your friends and neighbors today. Shop at Save-A-Lot Food Stores. First free throw is up and good, and it's 18-8 after we've been on a little bit of a dry spell here for both teams. 6'2 senior John Smith, number 42, into the ball game now for North Laurel.
And Sean Thacker's just shed the sport coat. He's letting somebody have it, and I don't think it's an official. I think it's his team.
Not even through the first quarter. It's an 11-point lead. It's 19-8. Dillon with those quick hands knocks it away into the hands of Robinson. Now back to Dillon. No foul called there. It's going to stay with North. It looked like a lot of hands coming through there. .107 left. North already with a double-digit lead. Shot up, no good. Bray with the rebound. Thompson with it outside. 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bray, fade away, got it. Nice shot as he went right up over Sinead Allen. And it's 19-10.
Nathan Bray 2 for 2. Nathan Bray just doesn't miss on this floor, Brian.
Dillon, fade away from the baseline, no good. Backside rebound comes down to Smith. And now Maggard for 3. He hits it. And it's 22-10. Another offensive rebound. Ray Norman lays it up and in as Daniel Dillon fell asleep back there for North. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Robinson with it, gets it inside. Dillon travels with 1 second to go in the first quarter of play.
And a lack of rebounding, Brian, cost Sean Thacker's club 3 points on the possession before that.
Neil Tucker showing that arm. And that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. 22-12. North Laurel with the lead over the Somerset Briar Jumpers. And Doug, for Somerset's sake, let's hope that they can get this straightened out and start playing some defense and get some offensive or defensive rebounds. Yeah,
North in that first quarter had its ways. You see some of the empty seats there. The Jaguars out-rebounding Somerset 8-4 in the first period of play. And, again, that was one of the first things Sean talked about the other night after the Southwestern game, was that his club didn't compete on the glass, he felt. And they addressed that situation, I'm assuming, the first couple days of practice after that Southwestern game. But right now, you're right. They need to shore it up because North is too good. You can't give this team second and third shots, any team for that matter, Brian.
Also, stay tuned at halftime tonight as Old School makes its reappearance here with the High School Game of the Week on Charter Media. Bob Tucker going to be talking with former Nancy head coach and assistant coach at Pulaski County High School now, Mr. Avery Hatfield. So don't miss that coming up at halftime. And I just got to tell you, just doing some of those interviews and taping some of those earlier from this year, Doug, what a time that was.
Well, I just wonder how long Bob Tucker's going to let you refer to him as Old School.
There's Norman up with the bucket. Cuts the lead to 8, 22-14.
I thought you and Bob were closer than that.
And actually, I got to say, it was Bob's idea to call it that. So there's a long three by Sinead Allen. So Somerset trading 2 for 3s, and you can't do that against this North Laurel club.
North 4 out of 8 from behind the arc. Shooting lights out so far.
Jamison drives in, and a blocking call this time. That one looked more like a charge than the first one did.
Exactly.
7:21 to go in the half. It's an 11-point lead for North Laurel.
Jamison at the line for 2. Ryan has 3 points so far on a 3-point basket.
And there you see the infamous side goal that we have to shoot through when we're visiting here at the Briar Patch.
Mark Bryant checking on Ryan's Bosch and Lawns there, I guess. Contact problem. Ryan Jamison, Brian, a junior. Him and Nathan Bray, what a solid nucleus Sean Thacker has in this junior class. 2 superb out athletes. And I know Coach Thacker very, very glad those 2 young men, as well as guys like Ray Norman and Andy Cole. This is a young Somerset team and only going to get better over time.
Not only that, you look coming up, some of the height you have with Nathan Holton that's 6'4", Jacob Todd 6'3", Shannon Fitzpatrick 6'4", and all those kids are either juniors or sophomores. So a lot of youth here for Somerset. Dillon's pass is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with North Laurel.
Yeah, but did you see how that move with the ball? Lute Olson must have seen something in this young man.
There's a three up and good by Maggard. And it's another.
Well, they're just shooting Somerset.
2 for 3.
They're just shooting Somerset out of the gym right now, Brian.
Cutting to a 12-point lead as Heath Randall's into the ball game now for the Jumpers. There's a long three up, no good. Rebound comes down to North Laurel. Dillon for three, no good. Rebound to Neil Tucker. And stolen away. Somerset just not being good with the basketball right now, and he counts it. Woo. Daniel Dillon gets the NBA continuation. And it is now 30-16 as Tyler Brown, number 24, into the game for North Laurel.
Well, Brian, Somerset, 7 turnovers in the first period of play. And that's certainly not going to help. And then the Jumpers letting North have a lot of open looks from beyond the arc. And therefore, you see why the Jumpers trail 30-16. Heath Randall, number 23, with the ball into the lineup for the Jumpers.
Randall goes all the way in, misses. Dillon with the rebound. Outlet to Maggard. Maggard stops, puts it up, no good. Dillon battles for the rebound, and see what the call is here. It's going to stay with North Laurel.
And again, another offensive rebound.
Right now, North Laurel out hustling and out playing Somerset. Sinead Allen up with it, no good. Somerset in that zone. Now they've gone man. Shot up, no good. This time Bray with the rebound. Good defense by Josh Thompson. Ray Norman, the shot. Somerset just playing at a pace they do not want to play at, Doug. Too fast of a pace for the Jumpers right now.
Right now, with 5:28 left in the first half, down 14, they need to get this thing cut in half by halftime. That was intimidation.
Norman missed a point-blank shot.
He was intimidated, Brian.
5:13 to go in the half, 32-18. North Laurel with the lead. There's a back tip by Thompson going to go into the backcourt. You see Andy Cole getting up, getting ready to check into the ball game for Somerset. Shot up, no good. Bray claims the rebound. .445 to go in the half. And we're going to have a foul called out on the floor. Bob Rankin on the call. The fourth team foul on North Laurel. Somerset with 6 team fouls.
Andy McGargle, number 11, and Andy Cole, number 14, check in to the Briar Jumper lineup. 32-18, North leading, 4:42 left. Jumpers need a run, Brian, to end this half.
Dillon steals it right away from him. And missed the layup, got his own rebound and put it back in. He didn't know if he was going to dunk it or lay it up, and he ended up doing neither. Bray, up and under, no good. Allen lays it up, and another two. Stacker's going to call a timeout, and he does. It's an 18-point lead for North Laurel at 36-18. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half.
Looking ugly right now, Brian. Somerset just has no answer for Daniel Dillon on the inside. Dillon with 14 points here already in the first half with 6 rebounds.
Not to mention the assists, the steals.
Well, this is my first time to see North Laurel this year. I have seen Wayne County, and of course those two are mentioned as the favorites to win this region, along with maybe Pulaski County, and I'll get to Dave Fraley later in the telecast. Let's just say Coach Fraley wasn't very enthused with his club after Saturday's debacle, I guess we could call, a 25-point loss to Lafayette. But should Wayne County and North Laurel meet, and a lot of basketball to be played, but if that matchup should take place in the 12th regional tournament, what a game that would be. Because I'm telling you, Wayne County's loaded.
Jamison thought about the three. Inside it goes. Blocked, and they're going to get Dillon on the foul.
Well, Andy McGargle showed no fear, did he? Andy did a good job, had Dillon on his hip and turned around, and Dillon thought he got all ball, but the official right there.
Free throws up and good. 3:59 to go in the half. 36-19. North Laurel with the lead over Somerset.
And the Jumpers already down 17. Again, they need a run, Brian. They need to get this crowd back into it.
Sinead Allen with a nice entry pass, and it's a layup for Tyler Brown.
They got the score doubled on them, 38-19.
Dillon claims another rebound. Outlet pass to Sinead Allen. Puts it up. He hits it, and he's fouled by Andy Cole. And Doug, the scary thing is, North Laurel loses Mike White, John Smith, and Daniel Dillon. But look at the core they have coming back. Tyler Brown, Michael Robinson, Brandon Maggard, Sinead Allen, Coach Woods.
And remember, they're doing this without two starters out there tonight.
Josh Asher and Trent Jones. Those two are juniors.
(41-19). That's right. I did not
stutter.
Thank you.
Got a misquote.
Somerset down by 22 with 3:10 left in the first half.
Makes you want a shot of Novocaine or something right here to dull the pain.
Yeah, either that or, I don't know, something else. You're awful.
There's a shot up and good. So it's a 20-point lead, 41-21. Somerset going to that man-to-man. Dillon just drives his way in, lays it off the glass.
Need to start referring to you as the award-winning play-by-play guy.
Bray kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson lost the handle on it. Ahead to Dillon. Lays it up and in. Dillon with 20 already in the first half. Bray ahead to McGargle. Now he's going to kick it out. We're going to reset it. It's 45-21 with 2:15 to go in the half. McGargle with a wide-open layup. Nice job that time by Somerset working the ball inside.
They need some more of that, though, Brian. It's been the Daniel Dillon show.
Well, they need some stops on defense first. Thompson crashing the boards there as he almost took McGargle's head off. Minute 55 to go in the half.
I've never seen the Briar Patch this quiet.
And a hard foul by Josh Thompson, and that'll send Maggard to the free throw line. Brandon Maggard, a 5'9" junior. Their heads look like they may have smacked together. Minute 44 to go in the half. And North Laurel is in the bonus as Thompson trying to figure out what county he's in right now. It was more rowdy than this in the JV game, to be honest with you.
Josh Thompson's either out on his feet or he's in a lot of pain or something. He's wobbly.
So that put North Laurel on the free throw line.
Maggard's had a good first half for North. 2 threes. That's Doran Burton with the ball, number 40 for the Jumpers. He's checked in. I guess he came in for Thompson. Hit a big three in that JV game, Brian.
To send it to overtime. Bray. We're going to call it block, and that'll send Bray to the free throw line to shoot one in the bonus. 47-23, a 24-point lead for North Laurel. A minute 25 to go in the half.
You know, South Laurel, the only team in the 12th region that's beat North, beat them by 4 and then lost to them by 5. And I'm sitting here wondering to myself, how did Steve Wright do it? And then it occurred to me, Walt Allen, Eric Fields, South is huge on the interior, can take some of Dillon's leaping ability, his advantage away.
It's where you look at teams like Pulaski County who can beat and bang with this team and slow them down a little bit. Now there's a steal by Nathan Bray. He's going to drive in and lay it up and in. Somerset's cut it 47-27. And if nothing, there's another turnover. And if nothing else, this is building some momentum for the Jumpers.
Tyler Brown did a good job rebounding that basketball.
Now Daniel Dillon is on the bench.
A lot different team when Mr. Dillon's not on that floor, aren't they?
42, John Smith into the ball game. It's an awful nice weapon to have to bring off the bench. Now North's going to play for the last shot. 30 seconds to go in the half. And Sinead Allen threw it right into the Somerset bench as Michael Robinson was cutting for the goal. So Somerset with a chance to cut it even more. Josh Thompson making his way back to the bench. Inside it goes. Up, no good. We have one official calling jump ball, and it'll go over to North Laurel. With 14 seconds to go in the half. A 20-point lead for North. And what has been all Jaguars so far. There's another steal to McGargle. Up, no good, but he's fouled with 6 seconds to go.
Andy McGargle's really given Somerset some good minutes off that bench. Andy with 3 points will go back to the line where he's 1 out of 2.
And there you see Josh Thompson going to the locker room. They're taking him on in. We're going to go check him out. First one's up and good, so Somerset cut it to 19. 8-0 run for the Jumpers right now.
Still in the big-time hole, though, Brian.
Missed this free throw with 3 seconds. Bray for 3, no good. That would have brought the crowd back into it. But we go to halftime. The Somerset Briar Jumpers trailing the North Laurel Jaguars 47-28 on Charter Media's Channel 8.
Play bingo at Lake Cumberland Youth Football League's Bingo Dome 6 days a week. Play every Tuesday through Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 2 p.m. There are 6 $500 games and a $5,000 payout each session. Play everything for only $15. All proceeds go to the Lake Cumberland Youth Football League. Lake Cumberland Youth Football League's Bingo Dome, South Highway 27, across from Burger King.
See that? Yeah. Nice tires.
Welcome to Old School. I'm Bob Tucker, and with me tonight is Avery Hatfield, current coach on Pulaski County High School's bench. But in the 1970s, Avery was coach at Nancy High School. Avery, welcome.
Thank you, Coach. It's good to be here and good to see you again. And my mind goes back to the good days we had. I was telling someone the other night, just talking, I said, us 4 small schools used to try to figure out how to draw each other so we might send a change. And we'd sit together and that didn't work. We'd get apart and that didn't work. So we never could figure out how to do it. But we also had good camaraderie. We always got along real good together because we all had a common problem. We didn't have a lot of depth. And so we tried to be good to each other and were. It's good to see you all again.
Good to be here. One thing I guess we should say, this was pre-1982 consolidation at Pulaski County High School. There were 4 other high schools at this time besides Somerset and Pulaski County. Nancy High School, I was at Shopville High School, Brent Tackett at Eubank, and Earl Hicks at Burnside.
Right.
So
we
have to reminisce a little bit. Yeah, all good closes, but
yes, sir,
reminisce a little bit. Some of the people today, our viewing audience, may not remember that far back,
sure,
Coach.
That's true. That's very true, sir.
One thing that really impressed upon me my first year at Shopville was the quality of basketball players throughout the county. Each school had 2 or 3 good quality basketball players, and when you talk about 5, 6 schools in the county, you know, there was a lot of wealth, a lot of ball playing back then.
Sure was. And we always tried to develop a good 5-man, a good 1-man, a good point guard and a good 5. And if you can have that, I always told my players that a point guard's like a steering wheel on a Cadillac. You take that steering wheel off and you go no place, and you have to have a good guard. And as you well know, you played guard yourself, and you know the value of a good ball-handling guard. But a lot of boys don't have the mentality of a point guard. They think they're supposed to score. That's
exactly
the
right.
thing they're supposed to do.
That's exactly right.
My book.
Make the team better.
That's right.
Coach, what about some of your experiences out there at Nancy? Would you like to talk about 1 or 2? Talk about some of your players. I know you had a player that's in the record books. Of course, you coached your son, which I also had that either fortune or misfortune, depending on sometimes how you look at it, but it was a good. Yes, it is.
You have trouble with your son because your wife won't let you coach him. They always want to tell you how long to play them. But anyway, that was the highlights of my coaching career, and we're fortunate to other visiting coaches here that's with us also coach their sons. And we're very fortunate to be able to do that. Going back to the incident you're talking about, Coach, that was a strange outfit. I don't know the terminology to use here, but at halftime, there's a 6-point difference in the game with us being up 6.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, this coach decided he's going to press me out of a 2-1-2. And, of course, we just shot lefts off of it. Then the whistle goes off, and he sets up a guy out of bounds and one out on the floor. So this player comes down and shoots a layup and turns to go back, and they throw the ball in front of him. So he catches the ball and turns around and puts it in again. So I think it's a mispass, you know what I mean?
Right.
Now, he didn't throw it in front of him on the floor. Well, when he'd go through, the one standing here would get it, just come through and throw it to the one out of bounds. He'd throw it to my player, and he'd put it in there. So in the 4th quarter, he scored 50 points.
For some of you in the audience, Coach, Coach Hatfield coached his son, Martin Hatfield, who was a point guard on that team, and Billy Miller, who was I guess your center.
Right, he's a five-man.
Five-man on that team. So.
We averaged 50 points a game for 29 games. Barton and Billy got 50 between them. And we got 77 points a game that year, which was college scored. And they laughed and said that there's no way you can score that many. Of course, they threw all the trophies away. But the last night I coached Martin against, he had 3 fouls and 4 points, and I took him out. And the second quarter, he said, Daddy, I'm no good to you here, so let me go back in. And he got 32 or 30, I believe it's 35 points. He got 31 more. And we were 6 points behind Laurel County, which I believe went state that year, and we never could catch him. We just couldn't catch him. Raymond Reed, he coached a good man-to-man defense, and he was tough. Okay, 1 minute.
Well.
But anyway, let me finish the story. I'm done off talking. But anyway, I got calls from California, Indiana, and all around to bring my boy that scored 90 points. It made the grit paper, made the news media. I mean, this is phenomenal. The man scored 90 points, 50 in the fourth quarter, and we don't have any threes.
I believe it's still second all time in Kentucky scoring, 92 points. I think, I forget the boy that scored 110, but Coach, that was quite a duo. Awful tough to guard those two.
It was. They were a good pair. That's true.
Avery, it's good to have you here.
Thank you, Coach. It's good to see you. And I know you're still involved in athletics.
Yeah, still there.
You're the athletic director of Somerset.
And you're still on. I see you on the bench, so we stay in touch. And
they let me sit next to the scorekeeper's table to keep check the score.
We'll always do that. And for all you out there, stay tuned for the second half.
There's still a few places where the values out here still matter. In here's one of them. Backyard Burgers. In here, Backyard Burgers chooses 100% U.S. Black Angus beef, flame grilled to perfection. And only Backyard Burgers let you customize your combo. Pair any sandwich and drink with fries. One of our baked potatoes or a garden fresh salad, or even chili if you're a real cowboy. And get a great combo discount. Now you have a choice. Only at Backyard Burgers. Live to grill.
Something new is in the air. An old reliable friend is getting a fresh new look. It's your local BP station and store. Still offering quality Amoco fuel and friendly smiling faces, only the look of a modern well-lit facilities have changed. Proudly served by Southern Petroleum Incorporated, your authorized BP jobber. Stop in and fill up with Amoco gasoline, rated #1 by consumers. Whether it's the convenience of paying at the pump, the fleet discounts, from quality regular to clean-burning Amoco Ultimate 93. Travel with confidence. Travel with BP.
And welcome back to the Briar Patch. Just underway here in the second half of play. We've missed about 30 seconds of action here. We do apologize for that. 49-30 is your score as Ray Norman stepped to the line, shoots two, and 49-31 now.
Both teams traded baskets. And then Norman gets fouled. Makes 1 out of 2. Daniel Dillon, 18 points in the first half.
Robinson puts it up and in.
Brian, there in the first half, Sean Thacker talked about his club competing on the backboard. They get out rebounded the jumpers in the first half, 20-8.
Neil Tucker along two, up and in. 51-33.
So Somerset gets killed on the glass in the first half. And that's a big reason why they went in the locker room down 19, Brian, 47-28.
Dillon, a long three, short. Long rebound comes down to Maggard. Now over in the corner, up, no good. Dillon with another rebound, puts it up and in. Offensive rebounds for North Laurel. And it's back out to a 20-point lead at 53-33. Ray Norman lays it up and in. Norman leading all scorers here tonight, I do believe, for Somerset.
Has 11 points right now.
Nice pass from Dillon to Mike White, and Coach Kenny Woods wants a timeout here with a 20-point lead, 5:45 to go here in the third quarter of play.
North Laurel is getting second and third opportunities at the basket, and then they are just picking this Somerset defense apart.
The Sports Den on South Highway 27 has a big selection of hooded and V-neck sweatshirts, including UK and U available right now. They also have the high school leather coats. The TPX Big Barrel Air Response baseball bats are in, as well as the Easton, Wilson, and Mizuno baseball and softball gloves. You'll find a large selection of Converse shoes and team caps, all at the Sports Den on South Highway 27 in Somerset. So just over 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter of play. 20-point lead for North Laurel at 55-35.
This place is so quiet you can hear the ball bouncing on the floor.
Tucker puts up a shot, no good, but he's fouled. And Doug, that's even with our crowd mic turned on and turned up. So that just gives you an idea of how quiet it is here.
Of course, in the fans' defense, they've really not had a lot to cheer about. However, I'm disappointed in the crowd. I thought we'd have a lot more people here tonight, and maybe you can attribute part of that to the fact that Kentucky is on ESPN later this evening against Tennessee. But then again, after the performance they had Saturday against Georgia, who'd want to see that?
Dillon kicks it outside. Allen saves it. Allen, an NBA range three, no good. Ball tipped away and out of bounds over to Somerset as Maggard knocked it out of the hands of Jamison. It'll go over to the jumpers.
Well, Dillon 1 out of 5 from behind the arc on that miss. And that's the knock we heard on the young man, that he's not a prolific outside shooter, but the way he can maneuver around that basket, you don't have to be very good.
And Norman gets the layup and one coming.
And that was a good call by Greg Price because he moved in under Norman.
Not only that, Bob Rankin looks right up under the bucket and said he's too far underneath. You can't move under a man like that once he's in the air to the bucket.
55-39, so Norman can get this thing cut down to 15. I still think for Somerset to have any glimmer of hope, Brian, they got to get this under double figures by the end of this period.
.451 to go here in the third quarter. 55-38. Dillon jump stop, lays it up and in, and he's fouled. Going to get Norman on the foul. That is his third.
Dillon, 22 points and 10 rebounds right now.
And actually, looking at Dillon, looks like he could take it inside and score just about any time he wants to.
Not only a very good leaper, but a quick leaper, quick off his feet.
Bray, a long three off the back of the iron, no good. Gets his own rebound, now to Tucker. Works it around, Norman. Baseline shot, no good. Now Maggard with the rebound, only at 5'9", claiming the board. See who the foul is on here. Foul going on McGargle. So every time Somerset makes just the smallest run, North Laurel comes right back with one of their own, and now it's back out to a 20-point lead. McGargle claims the rebound. Largest lead of the night has been, what, 24?
I think that is correct.
Jamison gets the loose ball into Norman. Norman up, high off the glass. Dillon, and a jump ball is called as Dillon really altered that shot by Norman. It's going to go over to North Laurel on the possession. And some of the fans are heading for the exits already, Doug.
And there is 3:55 left in the third period of play, 59-39. The Jaguars on top by 20. It's been all North Laurel since Nathan Bray's three made it 3-0 early. The Jags went on a 17-2 run after that point and never looked back.
Andy Cole's in the game now for Somerset. Layup no good. The ball is saved, and it'll stay with North Laurel as it goes off of Andy Cole. And again, Dylan shows you the quickness that he has, the pass. Almost eyes in back of his head. Tyler Brown, number 24, comes into the ball game now. Dylan works on Norman. A little jump stop, up and in. 61-39. Bray up off the glass, nice shot.
Good stop move by Nathan Bray on the jump stop.
Dylan up, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds over to Somerset. 2:51 to go here in the third quarter of play. 61-41. North with a 20-point lead. Somerset had cut it to 15 after trailing by as many as 24. And now North has made a little run of their own and kept it out to right around 20 points. Norman, nice job by him. Putting the shot up and in. Ray Norman making a big statement that he wants to be a repeat winner of the Baskin-Robbins 30 Wonderful Player of the Game here. He's won it one time already earlier this season. Norman drives, puts it in again. And it's 61-45.
He must have heard you right on cue. Ray Norman with 17 points to lead Somerset, Brian.
Foul is going to be called on Neil Tucker. Got him with the hands. Minute 51 to go here in the third. 61-45. 16-point lead for North Laurel. Robinson travels. Nice job by Andy McGargle holding his ground.
Good call right there by Mark Bryant, because he sure did. He dragged that pivot foot. And Somerset down 16.
Boy, a three-point shot right here do wonders. There is the three from Bray, no good. Chases down his own rebound, lays it up, no good. Cole has it, puts it into McGargle, and they score. Somerset getting more assertive on the glass. This is as close as they've been since midway through the first quarter. 61-47. Now the crowd getting into it a little bit. Dylan shuts him up with a three. 64-47. Once again, every time Somerset makes a run, North Laurel comes right back at them.
Watch Dylan get after Norman.
Tucker, nice move off the baseline. 64-49. .35 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. 15-point lead for North Laurel. Dylan misses this one, gets his own rebound, and a foul. If that's on Norman, that's number 4. We're going to get McGargle on the foul instead of Norman.
Right now, Dylan has 28 points and 11 rebounds. and 3/4 of play. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Not bad. There's a steal. Norman drives in, lays it up. No good, but he'll go to the free throw line. As you see, Sean Thacker there at the bottom of your screen wanted that shot to go so badly. But again, a chance to cut into that lead.
With the clock stopped.
17 seconds left here in the third quarter, Doug. I don't think they'll cut it to single digits, but they're going to cut deep into that lead before the end of the third quarter. And this has been with Daniel Dillon on the floor. Usually, or in the first half, Somerset made a little bit of a run when Dillon went to the bench. Now into the game, Mike White, number 34.
But I'll tell you something, partner. You take Dillon off this club, and instead of being a regional contender, they look to be mediocre to me.
Norman gets both free throws. It's a 13-point lead, 64-51. Stranger things have happened in this building. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dillon has a block. A big block by Nathan Holton, and there's a three as the third quarter ends. Another three by North Laurel to quiet the crowd, 67-51 as we go to the fourth quarter of play. Nathan Holton, number 33, into the ballgame, has a big block for Somerset.
Well,
all they do is toss it right back out to Sinead Allen. He hits a three.
That'll be one Nathan will be able to tell his grandkids one day, maybe.
Save-A-Lot Food Stores with 2 convenient locations in Somerset, serving you with quality groceries, meats, and more. All the big savings every day. They know your time is important, so they keep extra cashiers on hand to serve you better. Join your friends and neighbors today. Shop at Save-A-Lot Food Stores.
Of course, there's been a lot of speculation and a lot of talk, Brian, about this foreign exchange thing. And, of course, Daniel Dillon, a foreign exchange student from Australia. And, you know, there was a proposal last week in front of the KHSAA to rule that foreign exchange students couldn't play varsity sports. That proposal was shot down. But there's got to be something.
So.
Yeah, I agree. But, you know, it's like I read in the paper last week, I think it was Newport Central Catholic's football coach said, you know, if you want to clean up the foreign exchange program, great, but it's a problem across the board with just recruiting in general.
Transfers, you have to clean up the mess from the bottom up.
But Daniel Dillon and North Laurel has certainly been the topic of much conversation, not only in the 48th District, but in the 12th region and across the state as well. But the young man can play basketball, no doubt about it.
Jamison up, no good. Allen with the rebound. Dillon with a wide open White. What a pass.
Man, what a pass.
69-51. It's up to 17 points now. 7:15 to go in the ball game. Norman drives in, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. And we do apologize for the interference we're having in our audio here. We get that just about every time we come here to the Briar Patch. Ball comes into Jamison. Seven minutes to go in the game. Norman, nice spin move. What a move by Ray Norman. Ray Norman has grabbed this Somerset team and picked him up. Going to carry him through. White, reverse layup, nice move. 71-53, and now all of a sudden it's an 18-point lead. Ray Norman, only a sophomore. Ryan Jamison kicks it out now. Tucker thought about the three. Now he's going to come inside and hit the 17-footer. 71-55.
Neil Tucker showing a nice touch here tonight.
6:08 to go in the game. Daniel Dillon with another nice pass, and they're going to get Tucker on the hold.
Neil Tucker, 3. Neil's only 3-point attempt of the evening.
His third, team fifth.
Dillon misses the layup, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
Just a quick leaper, Brian. 12 rebounds for Dillon to go along with 30 points.
Jamison, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to get Dillon on the foul. So we have a chance to see North Laurel tonight. Friday night, we get a chance to see South Laurel. I do anyway. One of the two of us will not be there, as they're going to be accepting an award to once again to be called the award-winning sports editor from the Somerset News Journal. I won't say which one of us it is, but I don't work for the Somerset News Journal.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but be going up to Lexington Friday, and I will be thinking of you, though, partner. That'll be a good ball game, Pulaski County and South
You're just going for the free food. You don't care about the award. Now, see up there, they give you the good stuff. Almost a steal by Somerset. And McGargle is going to draw the foul. 73-57 is the score. 5:31 to go in the ball game.
This score holds up, and down 22 with 5:31 left, you'd think it would. Somerset's going to go 0-3 in the district, Brian, with South Laurel remaining, and that game is at South. The Jumpers could very well come into the 48th district 0-4 and the number 5 seed.
And when was the last time you saw a Jumper team go winless in the district?
And I promise you this, if they do lose to South Laurel and go 0-5 in the district, there won't be anybody in this district jumping up and down to play this club on this floor in round one. I promise you that.
Heath Randall into the game now for Somerset. White with the rebound. Now he tips it out to Allen. Allen just throws it up. Dillon taps it. White taps it up and in. So North with 4 shots on the bucket on this trip down. Jamison rattles in a 3. 76-50. Excuse me, 76-60. 5:05 to go in the ball game. And there's a turnover. It'll go over to Somerset. Nathan Holton into the ball game now for Somerset. Another one of those youngsters. Holton, 6'4", 180 pounds, only a sophomore. Coach Thacker using this time to get his younger kids some playing time. Norman drives, puts it in, and he's fouled.
Ray Norman with 23 points, a shot to get 24.
Back to Friday night, we will be over at Pulaski County High School as the Pulaski County Maroons will play South Laurel. And Doug, as you said, you had a chance to talk to Dave Fraley after that loss to Lafayette, as Coach called it, a miserable showing.
Said it was the worst effort in 3 years by his club. And I got a quote in this week's News Journal. Fans, so if I can get myself plugged, be sure to go out and get it. But here's the quote from Coach Fraley. He's talking about how bad they played against Lafayette. He said, Doug, if we play that bad, or if we play that way the remainder of the year, we might as well go ahead and let the air out of the ball now and start hitting the baseball. He was not happy. I love talking to Coach Fraley because he can sure give you some good quotes and some ammo for a story.
Cole Drawn possibly seeing action in that game coming up Friday night as his ankle continues to get better. Ball's on the floor. Holton with the rebound out to Jamison. Jamison works 1-on-2 and is stripped by Sinead Allen. Now the ball's on the floor. They're going to call over and back. No, jump ball. I thought they were going to get Allen with over and back, but they don't. It stays with North Laurel. The way Mark Bryant came in pointing at the floor. 77-62, 4:25 to go in the ball game. Robinson to Dillon, lays it up and in, and he's fouled by Holton.
And don't forget, Dave Frail and the Pulaski County Maroons, after that game with South, a week from Friday, they go to North. What a game that's going to be. Brandon Cross, Mark Adkins, Cole Drawn against Dillon.
Now, there'll be a few people in the barn that night.
Yeah, especially with the history between those two programs over the last
Not only that, what happened last year.
Exactly.
Over at Pulaski County High School is...
We were even swinging a couple that night.
Had some people even coming after us, the North Laurel fans who were not happy about the outcome, trying to let their feelings be known to us.
And we had to remind them, obviously, they didn't know who they were dealing with. Oh, man. But, Brian, the 48th District Basketball Tournament right here on this floor at the Briar Patch the first week of March. A lot of basketball yet to be played, and it's the old cliche that we always talk about, but it really matters not how this seeding shakes out. North's got a great basketball team. South has a great basketball team. Pulaski does. Nobody wants to play Somerset on this floor. Southwestern proved the other night that on a given night they can compete in this district. There's no easy games in the district tournament, especially the 48th, and especially on the friendly confines, the close-in confines of the Briar Patch.
80-62, an 18-point lead with 4:18 to go in the game. North Laurel going to pick up their first district win. Neil Tucker, a little 15-footer, no good. Dillon with another rebound. Having a monster game. And the biggest credit I guess you can give to Daniel Dillon is he makes the players around him better.
Yes. He's not a selfish player, very unselfish, in fact.
I mean, you look at it tonight, he could have been selfish with the ball and scored 50 points tonight. Just like that right there, he could have probably done that all night, and that's going to be number 4 on Ray Norman. Dillon with
14 rebounds.
14 of them. Gets it right back at the free throw line, no good. Norman comes out of there with it for Somerset. Lays it up, no good. Dillon tips it out with his 15th rebound. And it's a 20-point lead, 82-62, 3:21 to go in the game. For the Somerset Briar Jumpers, I don't think there's any doubt who your Baskin-Robbins 30 wonderful player of the game is.
No, it's that
right
man.
There he is with the ball.
Yes, Ray Norman.
Norman flips one up, no good, going to go out of bounds and stay with Somerset.
So Ray Norman, congratulations. Baskin-Robbins 30 wonderful player of the game. And you said he had won that award earlier this year?
It's the second time this year with that award.
So I take it, if I go into Baskin-Robbins tomorrow for a chocolate shake, I ask for the Ray Norman discount.
There you go. It'll be the same one you get every time.
This loss will drop Somerset to 7-7 on the year, 0-3 in district. North will go to 13-2 or 13-3, depending on who you ask.
13-2.5. Is that what you said earlier?
I guess. There's got to be a ruling on it because you got two schools, one saying there was a contract, one saying there wasn't.
Well, according to Coach Woods, he was looking to hear from the KHSAA around Friday.
He was pretty adamant that there was no contract.
82-64, 2:50 to go in the contest. There's a three up, no good. Offensive rebound by White, put up and in. North Laurel will get ready to play at Southwestern coming up on Friday night. Then they have a couple of good games, about 4 in a row for them, as they host Clay County. Norman misses this layup. Dillon with the rebound, and he's fouled. Then they host Clay County. They host Pulaski County. They go to Corbin. Then they go to South Laurel. Then they get to go to Boyle, Rock, and then Lexington Catholic and Oak Hill Academy.
Nice little schedule in February.
That's going to be 2 shots now for Daniel Dillon. 2:22 to go in the game. 84-64. North with the lead. So, and I don't think anybody has to tell you about the rivalry with a team like Clay County or Corbin.
No.
Both Laurel County teams and Corbin, those teams really get after it. Meanwhile, Somerset gets ready to host Garrett County here Friday night at the Briar Patch.
And then they get ready for the All-A.
Then they have the All-A. No foul called there. Dillon to White, and White lost the ball. Nathan Bray drives in, puts it up, no good. Robinson has not shot it much here in the second half. Maggard with a miss. There's another rebound for Dillon. Lays it up with the left hand and in. Minute 43 to go. 88-64. And now Coach Wood's going to call off the Dogs as he gets ready to bring in the substitutes here.
Daniel Dillon has 38 points to go along with 17 rebounds. So I will ask you, can he play at Arizona?
I don't know, but Lou Olson must think so.
And I guess right now his is the only opinion that counts.
That's right. Ray Norman also with a huge game for the Somerset Briar Jumpers.
Ray Norman with 26 points on that free throw. This will give him 27. Pretty good evening for the young sophomore. That's probably, I would think, a career high for Ray Norman.
I'm sure it would be. As Ray was our player of the game, Baskin Robbins' 30 wonderful player of the game back on December 12th against Southwestern over here at the Briar Patch, a game that Somerset won 65-47. 90-66. Somerset at one time going into the fourth quarter had it cut to 13. And once again, every time they made a run, North Laurel came back with one of their own.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Somerset didn't have an answer for number 22, and probably no one else in this region does either, except for maybe the likes of Wayne County or Pulaski.
So Somerset going to drop their second in a row.
I've never seen the Briar Patch this quiet for this length of time. It's been quiet most of the game, and Dillon goes out to a standing ovation from the North fans that made the trip, deservedly so. 38 points, 17 rebounds. Ouch.
Norman gets the second one. And now Ray Norman checks out in the ball game, and North will take the ball with 51 seconds to go. 90-67. There's a three up, no good. Rebound down to Somerset.
Jacob Todd with the rebound.
And there's a steal by North Laurel, and a lot of the kids we saw in the JV game are out there right now. 25 seconds, all that remains. Things are just as hot now as they were during the JV game between these two squads. You'd think it was a 1-point game. 10 seconds, all that remains. Heath Randall with a nice block. Up and under, no good. Goes out of bounds and will stay with Somerset with 6.8 seconds to go.
90-67.
Somerset going to fall to 7-7 overall. North Laurel will improve to 13 and something. We don't know whether it's 2 or 3 losses. Just do beat the 5 count. There's a 3 up, no good, and that's the ball game. Your final score: North Laurel wins it big here at the Briar Patch over Somerset, 90-67. And Somerset will have to regroup as they get ready for Garrett County on Friday night.
Well, I will say this: Daniel Dillon was as good as advertised, and you'd be hard-pressed to find another player in the 12th region that talented. Young man, 38 points, 17 rebounds. Yeah, he's pretty darn nice.
We will be over at Pulaski County High School Friday night to bring you all the action of the Pulaski County Maroons and the South Laurel Cardinals.
I'll think of you.
Doug Eads be thinking of us as he'll be picking up that statewide award in Lexington. And again, congratulations on that. Doug Eads truly is the award-winning sports editor from the Somerset News Journal. Somerset loses it here tonight by a score of 90-67. For Charter Media's Local Channel 8, I am Brian Abner along with Doug Eads and Lance Vaught doing such a good job here on camera tonight, saying so long, everybody.